Yeah, hello. Today we'll be discussing on data interpretation as to how to prepare for DI in the CAT exam. Hi, I'm Patrick and we'll try to guide you with regards to the same. So DI section, if you look at the weightage of a DI section is around 16% of the examination. Though the number looks small, but it is important because remember you have to clear a sectional cutoff. Though in the last 2 years DI has not been a separate section, but DI has been a part of DILR section. Okay, it's a combined section with around 32 questions, of which 16 is DI and 16 is LR. You need to be thorough with both of them because sometimes DI is quite tough, sometimes LR is very tough. So you can't leave anything for option in this. So out of the total 100 questions in the paper, 32 is DILR section, from which 16 question belongs to the DI section. So that is what the weightage of DI is, and it is important. So what does a DI section test you on? One important thing is it tests you on interpretation of data. So if a data is given to you, how do you be able to interpret it properly? Okay, understanding graphs, understanding charts are a very important part of a career in management. Suppose tomorrow you are a marketing manager, so you will have to interpret sales data. So you have your data of sales, you have your competitor data of sales. You need to figure out which region of yours is doing good or which area of yours is doing good, and accordingly plan your marketing strategy. Same with stock markets in finance. You want to know how the markets are moving, the trends, which stocks are doing well. Now you can't sit and calculate everything. The idea is to interpret whatever graph data is given to you, and that is what the DI section is all about. It is not about calculations. Understand, a calculator is given to you, but even that may not be required in the exam. As a matter of fact, in the last CAT exam, I didn't even realize that a calculator is required for DILR section. So I only realized in the math section that we require a calculator. But calculations are to be done in the mind and not to be calculated. Because if you start calculating, you will tend to waste a lot of time, which will not help you with regards to time. So how do you prepare for a DI section? Understand what is important is to interpret data. The first thing is to take simple DI sums, okay, and try to interpret it. Let's try to solve it logically without calculating. Even if you want to do calculation, do in your mind. So try solving simple DI sums without pen. That's the first step to help you improve on your DI, because if you take complicated sums, it will be really difficult for you to do without pen. So start with simple sums and then move on to the tougher sums. One more important thing is, in a DI paper, try to do as many calculations in your mind. So if there are simple calculations, you should be able to do in your mind and get the answer. You need not use a calculator or something on that, or need not use a pen. So you need to be thorough with a little bit of simple calculations. Though I am not for Vedic mathematics, but a simple mental calculation will suffice. Because in a lot of sums in DI you require approximate calculation, and Vedic mathematics is not good at approximate calculations. So next point is learn the technique of approximation. I should be able to approximately find out which is good and which is bad from the given data. Remember, it's interpretation of data that is important. So for that, if you're good at approximation, it helps. So if the calculation is a little complicated, approximation makes it quite fast to solve the answer. Also, something that is very important is ratio and converting fraction to percentage. For example, if I want to find out which car the sales have increased the maximum, I look at the ratios. So if you are good at finding ratios, you can be really fast at getting answers to some of the questions. So focus on a bit of calculations to be done in the mind and interpreting the graphs and chart. So what you can do for that is basically, when you see any graphs and chart, maybe in a magazine or maybe in a newspaper, try to interpret it. See which is highest, which is lowest, which is growing by the highest amount, which is growing by the lowest amount, and then calculate and check whether your interpretation of the data is good or not. So how do you solve the DI sum? So whenever you come across a DI sum, try to do without calculation. So look at the options available. See if you can eliminate the option and come out with the right answer. So or try some other way where you don't have to calculate, try to get the answer just by interpreting data or some other way. But first step is to avoid using calculations. Once you feel you have got the answer or you have approximated the answer, next calculate and try to see what the correct answer is. See if your understanding of the data which is given to you is right or wrong. Now if you find that your answer is wrong, then find out why. Where have you gone wrong? Have you gone wrong in terms of interpretation of data, or have you gone wrong in your calculations? Figure out where and try to use corrective measures for the future data sums. And always, as everything, once you finish solving it, seek for alternate ways of solving. That is what will make you better and good. Try to always figure out how to solve things faster and better. So this is for DI. We will be coming up with more videos regarding helping you with regards to CAT exam. You can like this video if you like it and subscribe it to get more videos on the same. Thank you.